first thing we want to look at is the weight of the structure. So using standard plan A, it tells us that the house weighs 45 pounds per square foot, and that's a heavy construction house, again with stucco siding, plaster walls that we see all over the San Francisco Bay Area with a comp roof. These we see everywhere. We retrofit these all the time, and this 45 pounds per square foot, I frankly have no idea if it's correct, but that is what the standard plan A calculations that were done by Jim Russell do tell me, and that is what I use. The next thing we look at right here is this is an engineering part of the calculations Mr. Russell used, and frankly I can't understand any of it. I understand it very, very vaguely. Once upon a time I did learn what it meant, but then since then I forgot it. And I think the key to this whole problem is in in the calculations, in this portion of the calculations right here. I can't be absolutely sure, but that is my suspicion, and it is again something I don't understand. Now when we look at the actual tables, this right here is the table from standard plan A, and this is the UFP10. That's the equivalent of a URFP10, but it's a little bit weaker. Now notice that there is no type B connector, otherwise known as the Simpson FRFP, which is part of P1100. And the reason that it is not on here is because in the experience of the contractors and the instructors with the city of San Leandro who taught classes in seismic retrofitting, the type B connector was not necessary. I never saw a need for it, and it also is weaker. So it was just eliminated completely from this table. So the way this breaks out is this is the UFP10. That's the hardware that standard plan A was using. It has a total of 8 required for a 1,800 square foot house. Now remember, that's 8 on each side of the house, so that would be a total of 32. And then if you compare that to P1100, you're required to put in 26 on each side. So that's 104 compared to 32. And that's a lot of extra labor, a lot of extra materials, and no wonder it's so expensive. Now we come over here and we look at the L70s that are in standard plan A and also in P1100. And standard plan A, we're required to use 24, and then we go to P1100, and we're required to use almost twice that many. The variables that should be looked at. The thing I don't know is I don't know how much the stucco, plaster, comp roof house weighs in P1100. That information is simply not available. So hopefully all of you can figure out, crunch all of your engineering numbers and look at this and see if you can figure out how we can possibly get this $35,000 retrofit, which is obviously unaffordable, down to the $7,000 which the standard plan A retrofit used to provide. Let's look at the two systems in terms of effectiveness and cost. So for P1100 we need 24 URFPs, also known as a type A connector, for a total resistance of 36,720 pounds on each side of the house. Now for the L70s, also called the type D connector, we need 44 times 740 pounds on each side for 32,560 pounds. And the total cost is $19,552. Now these are our prices, and we're competitive. We probably get half the jobs that we bid on. So these are not unreasonable prices. So if we come up here to standard plan A, we need 24 of the L70s on each side. So, and that's for a total resistance of 10,992. And then for the UFP10s, and they've been replaced by the URFP10, which is a little bit stronger, we need a total of 8 on each side for a total resistance of 10,720 pounds. And this costs $7,936. So the P1100 system is more than twice the cost of the standard plan A system.